Hey, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Desert Classic in Mesa, Arizona. Todd Garbison for Southwest Sports Network. It's play-by-play coverage of the Desert Classic Session 2, and we've got a championship game here this afternoon. It is the underclass championship game, and it features the Dodgers against the SaberCats Black. And just getting settled in here, SaberCats just finished their semifinal game, came over from the auxiliary field, and just getting things going. They were still right in the lineup as they called the managers to the plate and got the teams out there in a big hurry, and we're underway in the top of the first inning. Cayman Berg was the leadoff hitter for the SaberCats. He struck out on 3 pitches. And now a ground ball over to first base, and the out retired, or recorded rather, and there's 2 away, and that was Wyatt Fortney batting second for the SaberCats. So 2 up and 2 down here at the top of the first inning. And the batter is George Ash. So it's Cayman Berg, Wyatt Fortney, and George Ash, the top third. Jake Smith bats 4th, Stephen Gifford is 5th, Trent Bays is 6th for the SaberCats. And then the bottom third of the order, Trey Mueller in right field, Tyler Jones the starting pitcher, and Tanner Dunleavy catches for the SaberCats. And the first one to Ash is high for a ball. The next one misses a little bit high. 2 balls and no strikes. Cameron Cruz starts in this championship game for the Dodgers. Now swing and a miss on the 2-0 pitch, and the count moves to 2 balls and a strike, 2 outs. And the base is empty here in the top of the first inning. In the 2-1. And that's grounded foul on the first base side. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Defensively for the Dodgers, Hunter Parker is in left field. Nick Daly plays center field. Dominic Castro's in right. Hudson Willock is at third base. Austin Bull, the shortstop. Dylan Enweller plays second base. Tyler Watson at first. And Marcus Skundrich catches as Ash is out on strikes, and that ends the inning. It's 3 up and 3 down for the SaberCat Black. And after a half inning of play, SaberCat Black nothing, and the Dodgers coming up. And we go to the bottom of the first inning, first pitch. And a ground ball hit sharply into left field, a leadoff single for Nick Daly. So that's how the game gets started for the Dodgers. Daly aboard at first base. And the batter is Austin Bull. So Daly leads off, Bull bats second, Tyler Watson is third. Hudson Willock, the cleanup hitter for the Dodgers. Cameron Cruz hits 5th. Marcus Skundrich, the number 6 hitter. Hunter Parker bats 7th. Dominic Castro is 8th. The Dodgers will use an extra hitter, which they're allowed to do based on tournament rules. Zach Peterson is the extra hitter batting 9th. Dylan Enweller bats 10th. As the runner takes off, the pitch is in the dirt, and it's a stolen base for Daly. Runner in scoring position now on the 1-0 pitch. Bunt shown on the pitch taken inside for a ball. It's 2-0. Check back to second base, and the 2-0 pitch. That's over for a strike, and it's 2-1. Again, we're in the underclass division. It's the championship game. And the SaberCats Black team has had a pretty good run. The Dodgers having a great run in the tournament as they sit undefeated. They went 3-0 in pool play and beat Nutty Buddy in the semifinals earlier today. 3-1 pitch. And that's high ball 4, and the first two are aboard now. With Daly at second, Bull at first, the batter Tyler Watson. Tyler Jones, the starting pitcher today for the SaberCat Black Ball Club. And I have to pitch out of some trouble here in the first inning with the first two aboard, and the first one to Watson is high for a ball. Ball comes out of the glove of Dunleavy, but runner does not try to advance. SaberCats defensively, Stephen Gifford in left field. Kamenberg is in center. Trey Mueller is in right field. We'll get to the infield after this pitch, a 1-0 that misses inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Infield is made up of Trent Bays at third, Wyatt Fortney at shortstop, Jake Smith at second, George Ash at first, and Dunleavy catching Jones. The 2-0 pitch. Runners go. The pitch inside. The throw to third base. Just off the glove of the third baseman Bays. And it was going to be tardy anyway, as Daly got a big jump and steals third. Bull follows and goes to second. And the count 3-0 on Watson with Hudson Willock next. Pitch on the inside corner, a strike. Now 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. And a high ground ball, high chopper there. And now it's going to be a race back to the bag, and safe at third to call. Such a high chopper off the dirt in front of the plate that Bays had to wait for that ball to come down, and when he did, he didn't think he was going to have a play at first base. Nearly caught Daly going too far off the bag at third. It was a race back to the bag, and Daly got back just ahead of the tag. It'll be an infield single for Tyler Watson, and now the base is loaded for Hudson Willock. And Willock going after the first one, hits a hard shot. Fortney fields, and they flip to second to get one out. But a run is in, so Willock reaches on a fielder's choice and gets an RBI as Daly scores to put the Dodgers up 1-0. Bull goes to third, and Watson is the runner forced at second base. So now they're at the corners with one out, but a run in for the Dodgers, and the batter is Cameron Cruz. And the first one to Cruz on the outside corner, strike one. Jones sets and delivers with a runner from first base taken off. The ball popped up on the right side of the infield and caught by the second baseman Smith for out number 2. So Cruz pops out. Ball has to stay at third. Willock still at first, and the batter Marcus Skundrich. First one bounced in there for a ball as the runner from third base, Bull, moving around over at the bag and maybe disrupting things a bit for Jones. The 1-0 pitch with a runner at first going and no play. It'll be a stolen base for Willock. And now 2 in scoring position with a 2-0 count on the Dodger catcher Marcus Skundrich. 1-0 Dodgers as they hit at the bottom of the first inning in this underclass championship game. The ball popped up first base side, but out of play by a couple of rows. Hunter Parker in the on-deck circle for the Dodgers. And the 2-1 pitch. That's high for a ball, 3-1. Jones just a pitch away from getting out of pretty big trouble here. He's allowed 1 run, but had the bases loaded and nobody out. If he can get out of here just giving up 1, he would feel pretty good. The 3-1. Plate umpire thought about it perhaps, but it misses inside. And it's ball 4. Second walk of the inning given up by Tyler Jones. And the bases are loaded once more. And now time is called. First 1-2, Hunter Parker on the inside corner, a strike. Jones back to the line and the 1-strike pitch. And a slow ground ball on the right side. Smith has it on to first base, and Tyler Jones pitches out of pretty big trouble in the first inning. Allows just 1 run on a couple of base hits. There were also a couple of walks in the inning, and the bases are left loaded after 1 inning of play. The Dodgers do get on the board, and they lead the SaberCat Black Club by a score of 1-0. Jake Smith starts it off for the SaberCat Black Ball Club here in the second inning and takes inside and low for ball 1. Yeah, the next pitch is low, 2-0. It was a quick and quiet first inning for the SaberCats. There's a ground ball over to first base, picked up by Watson, and a tap at the bag, and Smith grounds out to begin the second inning. But a strikeout, a ground out, and another strikeout was the SaberCat Black first inning, and now here in the second, a ground out. And Stephen Gifford takes a strike on the outside corner. Next one a little bit low for a ball, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Ground ball over to the right side, a long way to go. The ball bobbled, and then a throw to first base, and not in time. Enwiller had a long way to go over there to his left to try to pick up that ground ball, and then he didn't get it clean. And the throw to first base not in time to get Stephen Gifford. So the SaberCats have their first base runner of the ball game, with Gifford aboard at first base with 1 out, and the batter is Trent Bays. And the first one of Bays inside for a ball. Easy throw to first as Gifford is back. 1 on and 1 out. Top of the second inning, SaberCat Black trailing the Dodgers 1-0 in the Underclass Championship game of the Desert Classic Session number 2. That one didn't miss by a bunch there, but called the ball 2-0 on Bays. The runner goes, and the ball lifted into shallow center field. Daly there, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Two away for Trey Mueller, the right fielder for SaberCat Black. Throw to first. Gifford only about a step and a half off the bag and just kind of walks back to first base rather. Quick move to the plate that time, but the pitch misses for a ball, and it's ball 1 to Mueller. And there's a ball hit on the ground. They'll go the short way to second base, and Gifford is retired. Bull to Enweller to end the inning. SaberCats get their first base runner of the ball game, but leave one on at first base, and after an inning and a half, the SaberCats trail the Dodgers 1-0. Eight, 9, and 10 in the order. As we get going in the bottom of the second inning, Dominic Castro fouls the first one off. Castro, Peterson, and Enweller for the Dodgers here in the second. And the pitch misses up and in for a ball, and it's 1-1. Jones with a 1-1 pitch. And that's hit right back up the middle, and that's through and into center field. And a leadoff single for the Dodgers. In the bottom of the second inning, Castro aboard at first base. And the batter, Zach Peterson. Throw to first base. That one nearly got away, but Ash able to bring it in. Yeah, pitch for a strike to Peterson. Another throw to first, and again the runner back. Going to try once more over there, and again, Castro getting back. And we saw the Dodgers run a little bit in the first inning. Daly on a steal, and then Daly and Bull on a double steal. Willick stole a base. So they ran a little bit in that first inning, and SaberCats trying to be mindful of that here in the second. Two-strike pitch. The runner goes, and the ball a little bit low. Dunleavy couldn't handle it, and Castro's into second base with a steal. The 1-2 pitch. Yeah, a hard-hit ground ball. Good piece of hitting there on the right side, and that gets through for a base hit. Runner's going to come around third. Here comes the throw to the plate. Missed the cutoff man, so it's not in time. And then a throw down to second base is late. Peterson delivers with the ground ball base hit. And again, would have been a good piece of hitting even if Smith had gotten over there and hit it to the right side to move the runner to third, but even better for the Dodgers as the ball finds its way through into the outfield. Mueller's throw from right missed the cutoff man, and then that got the throw plateward, and that allowed Peterson to take second base on the throw to the plate. So a run in on an RBI single from Peterson to make it 2-0 Dodgers. And now that one fouled back, and that's out of play. Dylan Enweller, the second baseman at the plate with a runner at second, and nobody out. A run in for the Dodgers in the second inning as they lead 2-0. The 0-1. This is high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Nick Daly, the leadoff hitter in the Dodger order, batting next. He's in the on-deck circle. The 1-1. Bounced in for a ball, 2-1. The set, the 2-1 pitch. That's over the outside corner. Now 2-2 on Enweller. Two balls, two strikes to the count. Jones with the set. He'll look back to second base. And now the 2-2. And that's fouled off. So we stay 2 balls and 2 strikes with Peterson at second. Bottom of the second inning, championship game of the underclass division. And another ball fouled out of play. The set, another 2-2. Just off the outside corner, and that'll run the count full. A 3-2. Off the handle, popped up on the right side. Playable there for Smith, and he's got it for the first down. Lengthy at bat there, but Jones ends up winning that battle with Enweller. A pop out to second for the first down of the inning. Peterson stays at second base, and it is back to the top of the order for Nick Daly. First one to Daly over for a strike. Nick had a base hit, stole a couple of bases, and scored a run in the first. The 1-strike pitch. That's high, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Bounced in for a ball, 2-1. Dodgers with a run in the first and now a run here in the second inning. That ball popped up, could be trouble if it's fair. It's down the line, and it is just foul. Smith with a long run, same with the right fielder Mueller, but it falls just foul. Now the set and the 2-2. That's outside for ball 3. Check back to second base. Jones with a deep breath in the 3-2, and he misses high for ball 4, and Daly walks. Dunleavy out to talk to Jones for a moment, and back to play now. And the first one to Austin Bull is outside for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Over for a strike. It's 1-1. And the next one misses. And it's 2-1. One just misses. Now 3 balls and a strike. Ball walked his first time up. Heading now with a couple aboard and one out, a run in for the Dodgers in the second. And the pitch over the outside corner, 3-2. And that'll miss for ball 4. So another walk. Second of the inning, fourth of the ball game for Tyler Jones. It loads the bases, and we get a SaberCat Black timeout. Playing in the bottom of the second, 2-0 Dodgers. There's a ground ball and a base hit into left field. A run will score. Gifford's throw come to the plate, a little bit up the line. That's going to go all the way to the backstop. And that gives up another base there. Tyler Watson, after an infield single his first time up, going after the first pitch from Jones. And it's a solid single into left field to score a couple of runs to make it 4-1 Dodgers. Bull around to third base and Watson to second after the throw went to the plate and missed the catcher Dunleavy. So a throwing error allows for the extra base. And now second and third with one out, 2 more runs in, and Hudson Willett going after a pitch, drops it into, or tries to drop it into shallow right field. Runner's going to tag, and late throw there. Smith made a nice catch running away from the infield, but Austin Bull with a heads-up play takes off and scores on what becomes a sacrifice pop out to the second baseman Smith. So Bull scores now a 4-run second inning, 5-0 Dodgers in the bottom of the second. And the batter Cameron Cruz. And Cruz takes the first one low for a ball. Willick has had a couple of productive at-bats. RBI on a fielder's choice in the first inning, now an RBI on a sacrifice fly. And now 2-0 on Cameron Cruz, trying to further help his cause. Jones with a set and a pitch. And a swing and a foul ball. And the count goes to 2-1. That one off the mask of Dunleavy, I believe. Turn back to second base, and that's going to get away. And the runner going to try for third, and we'll get to third base. Timing was off on the play. Fortney tried to cut in behind and stopped. That's about when Jones started his spin back to second base and threw that ball a little bit wide. So another error sends Tyler Watson to third base. Ball lifted into center field. Berg coming in. And he's got it to end the Dodgers' second inning. They score 4 times in the second, and after 2, they lead SaberCat Black by a score of 5-0. Tyler Jones, the leadoff hitter in the SaberCat third inning, as he takes up and in for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Outside for a ball, 2-0. And a pitch over the outside corner from Cameron Cruz, a strike, 2-1. Jones trying to bunt, sends it right back to Cruz. He'll step and throw to first base, and the leadoff hitter retired in the SaberCat third inning. And that brings up Tanner Dunleavy. And Dunleavy pops that first one up over the first base side, and a nice catch by Watson. Almost to the fencing in front of the SaberCat dugout on the first base side. And Watson makes it look easy over there in foul territory to pick that one up 2 away. And now Cayman Berg takes for ball 1. Ball fouled into foul territory, rather. And Watson's going to get another one in foul territory as he puts that one away. And it's a 3 up, 3 down. Third inning for SaberCat Black. And after 2.5, they trail the Dodgers by a score of 5-0. And we go to work in the bottom of the third inning. Marcus Skundrich leads off and takes low for ball 1. Got a new pitcher out there for the SaberCat Black ball club and a lot of defensive changes as well. And that'll be an E5 to get the third inning going. As Trent Bays is now on the mound, he vacates third base and takes over on the mound. Jake Smith goes from second to third. Tanner Dunleavy from catcher to second. Ash from first to catcher. Gifford from left to first, and Tyler Jones, the starting pitcher, now the new left fielder. So a lot of movement on the defensive side of things for the SaberCat Black Ball Club as the first pitch to Hunter Parker is high for ball 1. Ball fouled back to the netting. And the count now 1 ball and 1 strike. Leadoff hitter aboard, Dodgers leading 5-0. And a slow tapper. Smith fields, throws wide of first, and that'll go out of play over the tarp down on the first base side. And so another error, this one a throwing error. And it's a 2-base error as Skundrich goes to third, Parker to second. And the batter, Dominic Castro. First one to Castro over for a strike. And the next one outside, and it's 1-1. Second and third with nobody out in the bottom of the third inning. The Dodgers leading the SaberCat Black team by a score of 5-0. The 1-1. Bounced in and blocked by Ash. The 2-1 pitch. Belly button high, a strike, 2-2. Castro with a single and a run scored, plus a stolen base his last time up. And another one bounced in and blocked again by Ash. 3-2 the count. And a ground ball back up the middle. And Fortney got it behind the bag to keep it from going to the outfield, and that may have saved another run or at least temporarily saved another run, as it does go as an infield single and an RBI for Castro as Skundrich scores. Parker goes to third, and then Castro aboard at first base, so they're at the corners. A run in for the Dodgers to make it 6-0, and the batter is Zach Peterson. Pitch over for a strike. Peterson had an RBI single and scored a run his last time up. Throw to first and the runner back. And that ball bounced in there, and Ash able to keep it near him, but it allows Castro to go to second base on what would be a ruled a wild pitch. Now 2 in scoring position and nobody out. 1-1 the count on Peterson, the number 9 hitter in the order. And a pitch over the outside corner. It's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And a ground ball. Runners coming home. Smith just going to throw it to first. And that takes a bad bounce and goes out of play. Ball short hop Gifford. He was hoping it was going to stay down, but I don't know if it hit the lip of the infield grass, but took a big hop. And Gifford had no chance at it. That'll be another throwing error. Third error of the inning, 5th of the ball game. And it brings in a couple of more runs. It's now 8-0 Dodgers in the bottom of the third. Peterson aboard on an E5. Give him an RBI on the play. And now the batter, Dylan Enwiller. Going after the first one, fouls it off for strike one. And a slow grounder foul on the third base side of the count, 0-2. Ground ball to Fortney at short. His throw is low, and Gifford can't get that one. And another throwing error, and the inning continues along here. Still nobody out. 4 out of 5 batters now have reached by way of an error, with one single mixed in there. 4th error of the inning, 6th of the ball game for the SaberCat Black, and another timeout. We play in the bottom of the third. It's 8-0 Dodgers. Back to the top of the order. Nick Daly takes a pitch outside for a ball. And that ball hit into left center field. That'll fall for a base hit, and another run is in. An RBI single for Nick Daly, and it's 9-0 Dodgers. Austin Bull takes inside for a ball. And a pitch over the outside corner, a strike. And it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch bounces in. That'll go to the backstop, and the runners will move up a base each. And now coming in to cover the plate late. Bays kind of lost track of the situation there. And Miller comes all the way around to score. It's now a 5-run inning, 10-0 Dodgers. And a pitch over for a strike. Now that one maybe crosses up Ash. It's off the glove. And Daly goes to third base. Three and two, I believe, the count on Austin Bull. A runner at third base and nobody out. 5 runs in for the Dodgers in the inning, and that's high for ball 4. Well, maybe ball 3. I thought that might have been ball 4 there. 3 and 2, I guess, now they count. Now that'll be ball 4. Tyler Watson at the plate. And Watson hit by the pitch. And that'll load the bases. 8 straight have reached now. For the Dodgers here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. They lead 10-0, and now they've again got the bases loaded with nobody out. And the batter, Hudson Willock. And Willock hit by the pitch. And that'll force in a run. Nick Daly scores to make it 11-0 Dodgers. And they're still loaded for Cameron Cruz. First one to Cruz, high for a ball. Of course, these are going to be all unearned runs. That's going to go to the backstop. Runner not going to take off here. So the count goes to 2-0, and we get a timeout, and that might be it for Bays. He's frustrated. He's done as he's walking off here. We play in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And it's 11-0 Dodgers. And a new pitcher in there for the SaberCats as Jake Smith is on. Cruz swinging on 3-0 there, I believe. Fouled that pitch off. Ball yanked down the left field line, but foul. Bases loaded, still nobody out in the inning for the Dodgers. They've scored 6 times to really open it up. 3-2 pitch. High for ball 4, and that'll force in a run. Crews will come off as they go with a courtesy runner here for the Dodgers. I guess that's Hunter Parker that's running. And the first pitch fouled back and out of play. Marcus Skundrich at the plate. He led off the inning with a ground ball over to third that got by. And that really opened things up. There's a line shot down the left field line, but foul. And so Smith is able to jump ahead of Skundrich 0-2. But the start of the inning for the Dodgers, or I guess maybe more importantly to look at it for the SaberCats defensively, fielding error, throwing error, infield hit, throwing error for the first 5 that reach base. Then single, walk, hit batter, walk. 10 straight have reached here in the inning. Ball hit back to Smith. They'll go to home for the first down. That's the only one they're going to get, but Watson is forced. 1-2 on the force play at the plate. And the bases still loaded for a new hitter coming up for the Dodgers. And it's Taylor Underwood that will bat for the first time. First one to Taylor Underwood, misses for a ball. And the next one high, 2-0. 12-0 our score in the bottom of the third. And a high chopper into the hole. It's short. Fortney fields, but has no play. And it's an infield RBI single for Taylor Underwood. Base is still loaded. A new hitter up there, Daniel Warhola, at the plate. Smith back to it in the pitch, and a swing and a miss. One ball, 2 strikes on Warhola with 1 out. And the base is loaded here in the third. The 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss on a breaking ball. He's down on strikes. And that is out number 2. Now Zach Peterson, the extra hitter, coming to the plate. They're all unearned runs, but runs nonetheless here, as the Dodgers have scored 8 times so far in this third inning, leading 13-0. It's another one misses to Peterson, 2-0. That one's going to go to the backstop. And a wild pitch brings in another runner. A 9-run third inning. And that pitch misses for ball 4. Peterson will walk. And here's Enweller, the number 10 hitter in the Dodger order. 15th hitter to come to the plate here in the third inning, and the pitch is over for a strike. It's going to bounce and get away, and that'll bring in another run. Yeah, this unraveled quickly here in this third inning. Going into the bottom of the third, it was 5-0 after the Dodgers scored 1 in the first and 4 in the second. And it has been ugly here in the third inning. 4 errors, couple of hit batters, 3 walks in the inning. Now 2-2 the count on Enweller, with Daly next for the Dodgers. The 2-2. A breaking ball high, 3-2. And the 3-2 pitch. Popped up into foul territory. Gifford gives chase, just out of his reach. He did what he could to get down the line there, but just not enough elevation on the ball to get to it. There's a ground ball. Dunleavy has it on to first base, and the inning is mercifully over here in the third. A big one for the Dodgers as they score 10 times and lead 15-0. When we get back to play here to begin the fourth inning, Wyatt Fortney, first pitch, pulls a ground ball down the first base line. That's picked up by Tyler Watson. 1 pitch and 1 out in the fourth inning. And the batter is George Ash. The 1-strike pitch. It's outside, and it's 1-1. Swinging a foul tip, a strike, and it's 1-2. And that ball fouled back to the netting. And it's still a ball and 2 strikes. 1 out, base is empty, top of the fourth inning. SaberCats in a bunch of trouble here. And this one fouled back and out of play. Next pitch low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cruz into the line of the pitch. And that's shot into center field, but hangs up, and Daly there for the catch, and that's out number 2. Ash with a pretty hard hit ball, but Daly played right and able to pick it up there. And Jake Smith going after the first one, fouls it out of play, a strike. And the next one over the outside corner, a strike. Swinging the ball fouled back, and we stay 0-2. Yeah, 1-2 on Jake Smith, who grounded out his first time up. Ball hit down the right field line, and right on the line, the catch made, and that will end the inning. Another quiet inning for the SaberCats in the fourth. We head to the bottom of the fourth inning, and it's 15-0. Nick Daly leads off. It's the top of the order in the fourth inning for the Dodgers, and the first one fouled on a play for strike one. The line of the 0-1. It's bounced in, and it's 1-1. The 1 and the 1-1. Pitch over for a strike, and it's 1-2. And then when near the inside corner, a called third strike, and Daly is the first out of the inning for the Dodgers. Austin Bull takes a strike on the outside corner. Now 1-1. Next pitch outside, 2 balls and a strike. SaberCat Black has some work to do here. They got to hold the Dodgers down in the fourth, and they're going to have to go to work in a big way in the fifth inning to even have this one extend past 5, as tournament rules indicate an 8-run rule after 5 innings, and I think that is in effect even in the championship game as Bull walks. And the batter is Tyler Watson. And a high fly ball hit out to left field. Jones back and under it for the catch, and that's out number 2. Two away for Hudson Willock. The first pitch low for ball 1. Willock 0 for 1, 3 RBI on the day, though. The 1-0 pitch. And a ground ball. And that's a fair ball down the third base line. That's going to roll all the way up to the, just about to the corner there. And it's a double for Willock. Bolt at third, Willock at second, and the batter Cameron Cruz with 2 outs here in the fourth. And the first pitch inside for ball 1. line in the 1-0. Over for a strike. It's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. It's bounced in 2-1. And ball 4 now to Cruz to load the bases. Couple of walks in the inning plus the double. 2 outs in the inning, though, and a chance to get out of it without allowing a run. The Dodgers scored 1 in the first, 4 in the second, and 10 in the third. They lead 15-0, batting in the bottom of the 4th. We talked about it being a good weekend for this Dodger ball club as they went 3-0 in pool play. They outscored their 3 opponents 48-6 in their 3 pool games. Taylor Underwood at the plate. Pitch inside. And the next one a little bit low. 3-0. Actually, I think it's Underwood in the on-deck circle. Pitch fouled out of play. This may be Austin Parent. He's listed as number 3 on the roster, or on the lineup card that we got before the game, but might also be wearing a 4. That pitch a strike, and it's 3-2. So the base is loaded with 2 outs, a full count. The runners will take off here as Smith winds in the pitch. And that's hit pretty well out to right field. Going to be a long run out there and over to make the catch. Mueller there. And a nice play to prevent the Dodgers from scoring in the 4th inning. They load the bases on a double and a couple of walks, and they leave them loaded. After 4 innings of play, Dodgers still in command, though, leading 15-0. First pitch to Stephen Gifford, a strike. And the next one misses for a ball, 1-1. Cameron Cruz on cruise control through the first 4 innings. Gifford, the only base runner. The 1-1. Fouled out of play, third base side, and it's 1-2. It's been all Dodgers today. As I mentioned, they went 3-0 through pool play and beat Nutty Buddy in the semifinals. Again, goes to 2-2. SaberCats went 2-0-1 in pool play, finishes the number 3 seed, and they beat the Pilots 16 team in their semifinal. That pitch up and in to hit Gifford. And Gifford aboard at first base for Trent Bays. First one to base high for a ball. Now 2-0. Pitch fouled off. The count goes to 2-1. And 2-2 on Trent Bays, although this may not be Bays. We didn't get substitutes for the SaberCats except for Tommy Janke. And I guess maybe this is Janke, but we don't have a 24 on the list here. So this may be Janke, maybe just wearing a different number. And that pitch over for a strike, and that will be the first down of the inning. And Trey Mueller. First one a strike. Cruz working quickly here, trying to get through this fifth inning, 1 on and 1 out. And a ground ball out at second base, and the throw on to first, and that is in time, and a double play will end the inning. And the ball game, I believe, 4-6-3. On the double play. Gifford forced 4-6, and then Mueller 6-3 on the double play. And that does it for the SaberCats in the fifth. And we do go final because of the run rule here in tournament play, as the Dodgers beat the SaberCats black by a score of 15-0. And just lopsided in every way, I guess I really could imagine here, as the SaberCats struggled to get on base. And then the Dodgers had no trouble doing that at all, as they knock out 9 base hits, helped out by 6 errors and a number of walks and hit batters in the ball game for the Dodgers hitters. And they win it by a score of 15-0. As the game ends in 4.5 innings. So that will do it then. Congratulations to the Dodgers, as they are the champions in the underclass division of the Desert Classic Session number 2. And that'll do it. Again, our final score: Dodgers 15, SaberCat Black nothing from Holcomb Stadium in Mesa. Todd Garbison for Southwest Sports Network saying so long, and we hope to talk to you again soon.